सुहानी चांदनी रातें हमें सोने नहीं देती. India needs to share with the rest of the world because the world would definitely be a much better place if they took even a little bit of that love that Indian people possess.
I feel there are two kind of mindsets in the world. There's a scarcity mindset and there's an abundance mindset.
Right.
And the whole understanding of what abundance means, changes when you travel and when you experience different cultures.
True abundance comes with true generosity, and they go hand in hand, as I said. So the more you give, the greater your abundance begins.
Very good.
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है. The Indian people have discovered it several thousand years ago, and the scientists are just discovering it now through the quantum physics. They're the same exact things. They're coming to the same realization that we're all made from the same particles. I do believe that sunsets and sunrises is the ultimate form of creativity. There has not been one single sunset and sunrise that has repeated itself since the beginning of time. In the next life, I would love to actually learn Indian classical music properly.
Cello will save the world because
cello is liquid love.
wow, beautiful. Cello chale. What a beautiful morning this is. For this special episode of Returning to Love, we are in the northwest of Delhi in Shakurpur village. Something about the word Shakurpur reminds me of the word Shukar. It very aptly describes my feelings right now. Shukar, Shukar. Shukar for this moment, Shukar of being with all these people, and Shukar for this episode. The Returning to Love journey has been really amazing. It has given us some beautiful insights, from honoring our gifts to living in oneness, for choosing love in our everyday lives, and now something more exciting. Recently, we've had another aha moment. We realized that one of the ways to return to love is to return to learning. And that is how our initiative RTL by RTL was born. Return to love by returning to learning, where we create immersive experiences in learning spaces where we not only teach, but we learn from children. This special episode of Returning to Love is inspired by our dear friend Yan Maxon, who is here all the way from US. Yan is a world-renowned cellist, a composer, and a multilingual vocalist. Yes, he sings in 37 languages. Yan not only plays cello, he's like an orchestra in himself. He layers melodies with his loop pedal, blending classical, jazz, and world music into a breathtaking experience. Really, it's not music that he plays, he creates experiences. Today, we'll be spending the whole day with Yan and we'll be showing him Sadi Dilli. We'll be visiting these children, we'll be spending time with them, and we are going to have a concert at the Green Apple Learning Center, which is our community partner for this project. We're very grateful to the Learning Center for doing such incredible work, for supporting 900 plus children, giving them academic support and vocational training. But before we begin, a few heartfelt thank yous. First, to Shivpreet Singh, my favorite, an incredible musician and composer from California. He does the most amazing and soulful kirtan. If you've not seen our first episode of RTL Talks with him, then do please watch. Thank you so much for your music, for your spirit, and for collaborating with artists like Yan and creating music that moves the soul. We also thank your organization, Dhunanand, that supports artists who are serving the planet. Thank you so much for believing in us and the visual of RTL. Next, we want to thank the organization called For Wellbeing, a not-for-profit that supports families with medical and psychological support in war-affected areas. Yan has been supporting the organization since 2022 by donating concert proceeds and raising awareness through his music. A huge thank you to Arjun Sagar and the Piano Man team for making this afternoon so very special and unforgettable. Yan truly is magical. He creates bridges between cultures through his music. He redefines what cello and music can do, bring people together. At RTL, we are who we are because of the love, trust, and support of our partners and all of you who believe in the vision. Good morning and welcome to RTL Talks. Today we have a very special guest with us all the way from America. Thank you so much, Yan, for being here and welcome to India.
Thank you so much, Anika, and thank you for this opportunity to be here with you.
Absolutely. So, Ian, even though you play the cello, you are a one-man orchestra. So, whenever I hear your music, it doesn't feel like there's one person playing one instrument. It really feels like there's an orchestra playing. So, the way you layer melodies with your loop pedal is amazing. So, I want to really know that how do you do this? How did your love affair with the cello start?
Well, I've been playing cello since I was 6 years old. I heard it on an old record and fell in love with the sound of the cello right away. It felt like it was not coming from a wooden box, but from inside the human heart and soul. And as a kid, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew it was something incredibly special. The way the cello sound resonated with me, and I was very fortunate to be able to take cello lessons, and I've been playing cello ever since. I don't remember a single day that I didn't play between then and now.
Wow, so that's a lot of years since you were 6 years old to now.
Yes.
Wow, and when you travel, does the cello travel with you as well?
Yeah, of course. The cello travels with me all the time. It has a special flight case, and I check it in, and it's been with me all over the place. I have stickers from 50 or more different countries on my...
Yes, I love your cello case. The kind of things that you have on your case is really amazing. one of my favorite is music is the language of the soul, and you're truly practicing that.
That sticker I got from a Museum of Musical Instruments in Phoenix, Arizona, a very special place. And when I saw that sticker, I had to purchase it. But I actually have two other cello cases. This is my latest one, so this is the third generation
Oh, wow.
of the cello cases with stickers from different parts of the world. So,
Wow, that's amazing. And for me, it feels like your cello has an identity. We talk about oneness, and what does oneness mean to you? So for me, it feels like the way you engage with your instrument, it's really about, you're totally one with it, and you're in alignment with your with cello, and the cello feels like it's blooming in your presence. Yeah.
well, there's many different ways to look at it, but you could say that the cello is an extension of me, or you could say that I am the servant and the extension of the cello, and both of us, both the cello and I, are extension or device of the universe to transmit something from the universe to the people.
Wow.
And is something quite meaningful, as I discovered, throughout the years, through the years of my personal journey with the cello. I discovered that it's more than just making sounds. It's something, those sounds actually create coherence and love and are healing in many ways.
And you have this love for languages, and you picked up songs from 37 languages. That's really amazing. And lately, you've also picked up a song in Hindi, which I absolutely love, and we'll get you to sing that in a while. But which are some of the languages? Ukrainian, Mongolian, Farsi are some of...
Well, obviously, a majority of the Slavic and European languages, and all of the Middle Eastern languages that I love very much. They resonate with me. Arabic, Farsi, Turkish, Kulmanji, the language of the Kurdish people, a couple of African languages, Hindi. Also on my bucket list is Bengali and a couple of other languages from India. And so these songs find me rather than me finding them. Each song in my collection has a story of how it ended up in that collection. So.
Wow. Well, I discovered your music when you collaborated with Shukpreet Singh.
Shukpreet Singh, yeah.
Right, and you sang this beautiful song called Sohani Chandni Raate. So would you sing 2 lines for us?
Right now? Yeah, sure. Sohani Chandni Raate hame sone nahi deti. Sohani Chandni Raate हमें सोने नहीं देते तुम्हारे प्यार की बातें हमें सोने नहीं देती सुहानी चांदनी रातें हमें सोने नहीं देती.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Thank you. And you know what the word...
Still learning. Yes, I do. When I learn, even if I don't speak the language, I learn every single word and I know what it means. So when I do sing, it almost feels like I'm the carrier of the language. It's a very profound way of getting immersed into a different culture by engaging in the culture itself, in the music. So I say music and food are the two things that help you get to know and get immersed in any new culture. So.
Oh, absolutely. Music and food.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They say both of those things, they bypass the conscious mind and they end up in the subconscious. That's why our memories are tied very closely to our smell and taste and music. We hear a melody from maybe 30 years ago and it brings back all of the emotions that we experienced at that very moment when we heard that music for the first time.
Right. Yeah, beautiful. And also like you bring together the world with the languages that you learn. That's how you feel the connection with every culture, that you experience. You also layer a lot of genres of music, whether it's jazz, classical. So where did that come, for you?
I have to mention something. When you talk about languages, I have to say that actually, while I do sing and I have all these songs in different languages and share them in different parts of the world, and it's a very important part of what I do, but also instrumental music, music without words, is what really connects us on the most profound level. There's some elements of music that resonate with every single person in the world. Some of the music I play, it's the same compositions that I play in North America, in South America, in Asia, in Europe, and they resonate just as profoundly with all of these people. And even when I go to countries where I don't speak the language, through music I can establish a rapport, a profound way of communication with the audience, with the people I'm playing for. So that's, I would say that's quite important. And as through that journey of doing that for many years, of traveling from place to place, from country to country, I realized that music is one of the most important ways, if not maybe the only way, for us to bypass all our language barriers, cultural differences, religious differences, political differences, all of those things, bypass them and still stay connected and become connected through music, which in turn helps us look inside ourselves and find love, peace, mindfulness, and compassion for one another.
Wow, beautifully said. Yeah. And about the genres of music, we were talking about how you blend in jazz and classical and all kind of different.
Oh, okay. So as a kid, as I was learning to play the cello, I was limited to classical music because at that time, cello was considered strictly a classical instrument. So all of my training was related to classical music. But at the same time, parallel to the cello, I played guitar and some piano, and was really interested and involved in rock music, blues, and jazz. I was listening to a lot of different genres of music at the time, but there was parallel with the cello. I didn't attempt to incorporate any of that on the cello until much later in life. But I did come to that point where I decided that life was too short to just play classical music on the cello, and I started experimenting. I spent quite a bit of time experimenting with trying to blend in different genres into my cello playing, and that's how I ended up with writing my own music, producing. I began to produce my own original music that was based on, say, traditional music from different parts of the world, from Central Asia, from the Middle East, from South America, from different parts of the world, and blending it together with by the cello, by the sound of the cello is the common denominator, and using other genres such as jazz to help me blend all of that, all of those different types of folk music into something cohesive, coherent.
Right. Wow, that's really beautiful. It feels like the way you experience music in your life, that started to reflect in your music that you were playing. So that's what it comes across to me. So thank you for sharing your life.
Absolutely.
This is a podcast where we're going to move around a little bit. It's not something where we just wanted to sit, but the introduction part was here. So we'll just walk around a little bit and, chat while we walk, right? Okay, Ian, we are in this village right now called Shakurpur Gaon. So this is quite an experience for you. So you've been in India for a while now. So a little bit about how you're feeling here and how's it been so far?
Coming to India has been on my bucket list for many, many years, and I knew that I needed to come here. It just hasn't materialized until now. I guess there's always the right time for everything, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be here. I knew that I needed to see India and feel it. And my first impression, and it's something beyond all of the expectations, is the amount of love in the air everywhere among the people. And I think that something is absolutely unique about India. And that's something that India needs to share with the rest of the world.
Okay.
Because the world would definitely be a much better place if they took even a little bit of that love that Indian people possess.
Wow.
So
That's so good to hear.
I think that's one of the reasons why I think every person should really visit India at some point for that reason, to learn about this kind of love and coexistence. Also, of very different kinds of people, of different languages, different religions, different backgrounds, that everybody living in peace and accord. And also, I think it's very important for people to see, especially I think people who consider themselves underprivileged in a place like North America, for example. It would be very important for them to see what life is like in India, and I think that would really change their perspective on their own situation. So I think it's a very remedial sort of experience in many ways, and so for me it's already been a transformative experience, even being here for a week or so, or close to 10 days probably. So in many ways, I feel like it has helped me and will help me to get to that next level of mindfulness and awareness.
Wow. It changes your perspective about abundance, right? I feel there are two kind of mindsets in the world. There's a scarcity mindset and there's an abundance mindset.
Right.
And the whole understanding of what abundance means, changes when you travel and when you experience different cultures. And that kind of reflects in your music as well, right? Like your travel experiences reflects in what you compose and what you play later on. So, how do you understand abundance in general, and what has changed for you about the meaning of abundance over time?
Well, naturally, abundance is something that is generated in our own personal universe, and it's probably one of the most important aspects of our being, is the feeling of abundance. And it doesn't really have much to do with material goods whatsoever.
Right.
It's not at all. It's a feeling. We can operate our universe either from a feeling of lack or a feeling of abundance. If we operate from a feeling of lack, we will be unhappy no matter what, because this feeling of lack has nothing to do with what you have. It has to do with just the feeling of that feeling feeding on the circumstances that you keep bringing into your life to support that and regenerate that feeling.
Let's sit here.
Particularly,
You're saying there's a feeling of lack and there's a feeling of abundance. And when we operate from the feeling of lack, there is unhappiness.
there's always going to be unhappy, no matter if you whatever you get, will, if you say you strive for something and you get it in a matter of a day or a week, you will again start to experience the feeling of lack for something else. And it's a recurrent feeling that will never change. But if you operate from the feeling of abundance, you will feel abundant at any given time, no matter what. And you will keep bringing circumstances, people, and everything else into your life that will only reaffirm and bring in more abundance. And also abundance is directly related with generosity. They go absolutely hand in hand. In fact, one could not exist without the other. It's something. It was something that I learned throughout the time, because I used to live from a place of lack and place of lack of generosity. When you feel like, okay, you're sharing, and while you share, instead of feeling happy, you begin to experience lack, like by parting with something that you just shared. Instead of feeling complete unconditional happiness for the fact that you were able to share, instead you feel like okay, something's gone from you, even though you, on one part of your brain thinks, okay, you did a good deed, but the other part says, okay, something got taken away from me. So the true abundance comes with the true generosity, and they go hand in hand, as I said. So the more you give, the more the greater your abundance begins. So the happier you feel, the more fulfilled you feel when you give, the richer your abundance becomes in every single way. And it's just it's a kind of a law that I came to discover at some point. And this is the kind of law that should be taught in starting kindergarten.
So there's the magnet and there's abundance magnet.
Right.
You got to choose which one you want to become.
Well, it's not about a choice. I feel like there's very little we can do with conscious choice. Consciously, you can say, okay, I'm gonna quit smoking, or quit drinking, or stop doing this or that, stop eating sweets, stop getting angry at people, stop those things. But by making a conscious decision, there's very little we can do, because all of the subconscious programs are much stronger, like million times stronger than our conscious thoughts. So
Well, we'll talk about choices while we walk. That's a good point to start walking again. So we've been talking about choices, right? So when we are in our oneness, then choices happen for us in life. Decisions are made for us. We don't have to choose between this and that. So in the humanitarian work that you are doing, you were sharing about this instance where you're born in Russia and you've been supporting the Ukrainian cause, and you said that for you it was the right thing to do. There was no choice between this or that.
yeah, that's true. It's like when you listen to your heart, and when you operate from your heart, from the place of love and conscience, it's really usually very easy to make choices, or it's not very difficult to do it. But basically, we can only start making a change in our own life, the transition from living in a place of lack and disappointment to a place of fulfillment and love and abundance, is by connecting to the superior power of the universe, with the power of Creator that is available to us,
Yeah.
and it's actually not a very difficult thing to do. It's just you have to become aware, and awareness comes into your life
Right.
uh, what I believe in actually, that music can help us get there to that level of awareness, like what I can do to help people. Like, I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a coach, one of those people that will talk about how to discover your own personal journey. But through music, on a subconscious level, you can move people in that direction, move lots of people in that direction of
Of how has music changed your perspective on life? Like, what is it that you've learned while composing or playing music that has changed your perspective?
Well, obviously, the opportunity to go around the world and play for people in different parts of the world, that's for me the most amazing experience, knowing that music resonates with the people, no matter what their language is, no matter what their culture is, no matter, even if I don't speak the same language with them, I can still establish that very profound connection and make a difference in those people's lives, even if they don't speak the same language as me. So that's what made me realize that I have a mission to accomplish, by sharing my music. It does help people sort of get to that place of oneness and love.
Right. So, when you're composing your music, how do you start? Do you start on a feeling level, or you think of the melody? How does that?
Actually, it's actually quite a practical affair. I just sit down, I make the time for it. I sit down and I start writing. Sometimes it's different. Usually, I come up with harmonies first, and I write a melody on top of that harmony. Most of the time, that's how it happens. If it's a song if it's a song with words, I usually the first thing that comes is the chorus. If you have a good chorus for the song, refrain, chorus, then it's quite easy to come up with a story, to fill in the rest of the place.
So, like there's in the time that you spend here with children right now and later at the concert, if a new melody comes to mind, something that you just start to hum, then we would love to hear that in the course of the day.
Yeah.
So today we're spending the whole day together, and we'll be eating something together, and we'll be going to the concert. So we keep talking.
Anika है और इनका नाम Ian. Okay. And where is Ian from?
I'm from the United States of America.
Hands in. Elbows out. Aju kuja. Aju kuja. Palms out. Thoda और. Little more. Aju kuja. Aju kuja. Aju kuja. Yay. ड्रीम्स के बारे में बात करेंगे। अब आप लोग थोड़ा सा शेयर करेंगे आप प्रयोग के क्या करना चाहते हो, और आपने जब म्यूजिक सुना और मेरा डांस देखा तो आपको क्या फील हुआ? ठीक है, आप सबसे ज़्यादा स्माइल करेगा। आजा पुलिस बनना चाहता हूँ। वेरी गुड। फिजिशियन बनना चाहता हूँ। ठीक है, उनको फिजिशियन ये हमारे साथ में नाम क्या? मॉन्टेसर है यहाँ पर, और ये सैटेलाइट मास्टर बनना चाहते हैं। किसी को पता सैटेलाइट मास्टर क्या होता है? थोड़ा सा बताओगे कहाँ से आए, क्या आप मूवी देखी या कुछ सुना? Elon Musk का fan है। डॉक्टर बनना चाहते हो? ओके, और पीछे से, सबसे पीछे से टीचर बनना चाहते हो? वेरी गुड।
Happy to be here. It means a great deal to me to be here, and I feel very inspired.
इंस्पायर्ड। वो कह रहे हैं उनको बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि वो यहाँ पे आप सबके साथ हैं, एंड वो यहाँ से बहुत कुछ सीख के जा रहे हैं आप लोगों से।
I was a kid just like you. It feels like it was yesterday, but it was many, many years ago.
उनको यहाँ पर आके अपना बचपन याद आ रहा है, और उनको लग रहा है कि जैसे वो कल ही था, बट बहुत साल हो चुके हैं आप।
And I don't come from a rich family at all. I was born in a country called Russia, and we lived in a small apartment with 5 other families. 5 families in one apartment. Me and my family, we were all living in one little room.
And how many siblings?
It was just me and my parents, and my grandma was also living in that room. So
ये बता रहे हैं कि ये बहुत रिच फैमिली से नहीं है। आप लोगों ने रशिया कंट्री सुनी है ना? तो ये रशिया में बॉर्न हुए थे। अब अमेरिका में रह रहे हैं, बट ये रशिया में बॉर्न नहीं, रशिया में। He also thinks you're Indian.
Yeah, I'm Indian. Yeah, I look a little bit Indian. Yeah. So anyhow, but even though my family was really poor, I had big dreams. I wanted to become a musician. I wanted to travel the world, to see the world and travel, and I wanted to become a pilot as well.
Wow. So even though ये ऐसी फैमिली में पैदा हुए थे, बट आप लोगों की तरह इनके भी बहुत बड़े सपने थे। ये म्यूजिशियन बनना चाहते थे। He wanted to travel the world में हर जगह जाना चाहते थे, और पायलट बनना चाहते थे। तो आप लोगों के भी ऐसे ही ड्रीम्स है, राइट? है ना?
So I had big dreams, but everybody told me you're never gonna be able to do it, and they gave me like 10 reasons you're not gonna be able to do it because of this, because of this, because of this, and because of that. So. But I never stopped dreaming. I kept dreaming really, really hard. Every night I would close my eyes, and before going to sleep, I would dream about it again, about all those things happening to me that I wanted to. And I never let anyone tell me that my dreams would not come true.
Wow.
And all of those dreams came true. I became a musician, I became a pilot, and I get to travel around the whole, fly planes, yes. And I go all over the world and play for people like
like you in different countries, in already more than 50 countries. I have played my music. So it makes me very happy.
यार भी बचपन में पायलट बनना चाहते थे, वो म्यूजिशियन बनना चाहते थे। म्यूजिशियन मतलब
गाना बजाते
सुना ना, संगीत, हाँ, और पूरी दुनिया में घूमना चाहते थे, है ना?
I would love to meet you again, maybe 20 or 30 years from now. I'm already going to be really old, and I will find out. I will learn that your dreams came true, and you became Superman and Superwoman.
तो यान बोल रहे हैं वो आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं कुछ सालों बाद जब आप बड़े हो जाएंगे और वो बुढ़े हो जाएंगे ऐसे ऐसे कर रहे होंगे वाइट बाल हो जाएंगे तो वो आपसे मिलना चाहेंगे उस टाइम पर और वो देखना चाहेंगे कि आप लोग अपनी ज़िंदगी में आपने क्या अचीव किया आप क्या बने। सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज जैसे मैम ने बोला आप लोगों को अपनी सुपर पावर ढूंढनी है।
मैम मैं बड़े होकर एक्टर होना चाहती हूँ, फिल्मों में काम करना चाहती हूँ।
फिल्मों में काम करना चाहते हो? अरे वाह! और आप?
मैं सिंगर बनना चाहती हूँ।
डांस और सिंगर? ओके। टीचर कोई बनना चाहता है मेरे जैसा?
टीचर बनना चाहते हैं ये भी बनना चाहते हैं।
क्यों बनना चाहते हो टीचर?
जैसे यान अंकल के 3 सपने हैं मेरे भी 3 सपने।
अच्छा।
पहला टीचर बनना, दूसरा एलोन मस्क के जैसा बनना और जन तीसरा यान अंकल के जैसा।
वाह जी वाह जी वाह।
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। बस
Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful and hopefully magical afternoon. So this is an event that we're doing as part of Returning to Love. So the whole idea of starting this community was to inspire people to operate from a space of love, and we do a lot of these events. And today we are very, very delighted to have with us Yan Maxon. He's here.
it was inspired by my wanderings around Delhi in the last 2 days. I've visited several Krishna temple, and this is the music that I overheard in that temple that inspired me too.
And we've had quite a day today. What an
Indeed.
incredible day. And so many experiences packed into one. So how do you feel right now? And what are you taking away from all these experiences that we had today?
I feel fantastic. I feel incredibly accomplished today, and it's going to take me a while to digest and process all of these experiences today. It could take a month, it could take a year, it could be even a catalyst for some lifelong, change. As I feel this trip is for me right now. It's quite an important trip and quite an important day. That what we did this morning.
Right.
Today,
Yeah, something about your experience with the children today, something that you learned from them or your takeaway from the day, or something which you feel you inspired them to do.
That's I think the climax of it was in the classroom when we were talking about inspiration and about dreams. I think that's really the most important thing for those kids to feel that they are really capable of anything. They are masters of their own lives. They're not victims of circumstances that they've been put in by birth, by destiny, or by whatever, but that they consciously can make this realization that they're absolute masters of their own lives and can do incredible things with their lives. And I hope that at least in part we accomplish it. I'm hopeful that all of these kids are gonna grow up super men and super women.
Wow, beautiful. And something from the concert, how was your experience there with audiences from not only from Delhi, but from all different parts of the world?
Yeah, it was quite an interesting audience, was extremely diverse, and everybody, it seems like this music has resonated with at least the majority of the people that I spoke to after the concert, which makes me realize that India is no exception as far as the universal power of music is concerned, and being able to deliver the message without the words, without speaking the language, making a difference, making people transcend all of the things that separate us with language barrier, religion, and politics, all of those things. I
Right,
think we were able to accomplish all of that today.
right. And that really is a good lead into my next question, which is that John Lennon sang this song so many years ago, decades ago, Imagine. And, he talks about a world as one. So how does that resonate with you?
Ironically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, please, Beatles fan, forgive me if I'm mistaken, he may have written the song after his trip to India.
Wow.
And which was a kind of a life-changing trip for both John Lennon and all of the Beatles. Their creative output has changed tremendously after that, after they came to India. So it's that discovery of everything, the oneness, everything, all of us belonging to the same universe, everything from dust to all the living creatures, all of the trees, everything, all the ocean, everything is part of the same part of the same oneness. The Indian people have discovered it several thousand years ago, and the scientists are just discovering it now through the quantum physics. They're the same exact things. They're coming to the same realization that we're all made from the same particles, and these particles are, while we think they're governed by Newtonian laws, there's still a lot, so much more that we don't know. But at the same time, we do know that some things beyond Newtonian physics are real and govern our lives, and we pretty much become, as I mentioned earlier, masters of our own lives, and can create an incredible universe around us.
Yes, absolutely. That's so beautifully said, like a world without science, a world beyond science, and a world that we can understand only once we allow ourselves to experience its potential, its, the wholeheartedness, the living wholeheartedly. Once you do that, only then does this whole message of oneness really, we absorb it
Right.
fully, so.
According to my own personal theory, what happened is, like, once the laws of physics were, so to speak, discovered, the world began to function according to those laws. And in the last few hundred years, we have been going in that direction that took us away from spirituality, from the creator, from all of those things that people have been living with for so many thousand years. And while we regard it as advancement, at the same time, I think it puts us back significantly as far as being disconnected from our spirituality
Right.
through
Right.
our trust in science, medicine, and things like that. Which, on one hand, there's definitely some positive aspects, but there's also a flip coin, and there's also um, there's also a drawback that has left us with the civilization of people with broken souls.
Oh my God, that's so well said. And I feel one of the things that technology is also doing for us, the AI is doing for us, it's told us that things that we really thought were important, like sometimes writing in a certain way or doing certain things, now technology can do it for us at a click of a button, right? So it puts all the more focus on us as human beings to concentrate on things that really matter to our soul. And, and those are things where you're focusing on who am I and creativity, right? So I think that's a good side of technology and a good way to look at it, right?
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. And my last question to you is that what is the message that you would like to give to audiences, to people who are listening to your music? What is the legacy that you're hoping to leave with what you're doing?
Just the same thing that I told the kids this morning. Each one of you is a Superman. Each one of you is a Superwoman. It's just a matter of discovering your superpower and going for it. And I do believe every single one of us has a superpower, something that we can share with the world and something that we can contribute to the world.
Right.
By becoming rich with material goods, even if you have a job that you love, let's say you have a job with your love and you make a good amount of money, you cannot be 100% fulfilled and happy unless it's a job that makes difference in people's lives.
Wow.
That's really the only way to be wholesomely happy. And I do believe every single person is in this world capable to find their own place in life that can provide that for them, and to live from the point of being a co-creator, being a master co-creator of this universe, contributing something beautiful, contributing love and something to make this world more beautiful, to make a change.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for bringing that distinction between happiness and fulfillment through your answer. And what does returning to love mean to you?
Ironically, I just realized after all this time communicating with you and with seeing the logo of the Returning to Love, I just realized 2 minutes before we started this interview that my last album is titled Rebirth of Love, which is the exact same thing. In Latin, it's called Amor Renatus. In Latin means rebirth of love or love reborn. And that's exactly what I was going for with everything that's going on in the universe, with all of the turmoil, with all of the emotions that we get caught up in, hatred, indignation, injustice, all of those things that are tearing us apart. Seeing that light at the end of the tunnel and finding love with that light on the other end. That's what my mission is. That's what the mission of my music is, and that's what I'm hoping to deliver to the hearts of people in a non-verbal fashion. I don't really feel like I have to teach anyone. I have anything to that I can teach to anyone as a coach, as a guru, or as any kind of influencer, so to speak. As a public figure, I can just show it with my own example and through the music that I play.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I love the whole synergy of your latest album and Returning to Love. Okay, so now we come to the last part of our episode, which is a rapid fire, which which means that you answer the questions like rapid fire.
Okay.
Short answer, one word or
Got
one
it.
sentence. Yes. So sunset or moonrise?
Sunset, for sure. Yep.
We saw the best moonrise together.
I know, but
Yes,
nevertheless, I'm sorry for expanding this answer. I do believe that sunsets and sunrises is something, is the ultimate form of creativity. There has not been one single sunset and sunrise that has repeated itself since the beginning of time.
Wow, that's beautiful, actually. Okay, that was worth having a long answer. Delhi or Mumbai?
Delhi, for sure. Yes, 100%.
Great points, 100 points for this answer. Okay, Taj Mahal or Eiffel Tower?
Taj Mahal, yes.
Really? Wow, you're making my dream.
If I want, once again, to expand, if I were to come back, if you asked me to come back 3 times, I would come back 3 times to Taj Mahal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Not Paris. It was a trick question. Not Paris. You asked for a landmark.
Yeah.
A landmark, for sure.
Yeah. Landmark, only landmark.
Okay.
Okay, if your cello had a personality, what would it be?
It has the most perfect personality you can think of.
Wow. Okay, that's a great answer. Okay. What's the most unexpected place that you ever played your cello?
Unexpected. I played it on a mountaintop at the altitude of 4,500 meters, for example. I guess that's pretty unexpected.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope to be part of that adventure in your life sometime. Okay, what is the
Also on the airplane. I've played on the plane at 38,000 feet.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. And that was a flight from to?
It was a flight from London to Chicago.
Wow, amazing.
One time and another time I flew Chicago to Fort Lauderdale also on another flight. I was just
What a
Yeah.
treat for the passengers, absolutely. So, you sing in 37 languages.
38. Actually. Romanian is the
38 language?
language.
Okay,
38.
add it to your list.
Yeah, we see that.
Okay, you sing in 38 languages. Which one was the trickiest for you to learn?
I would say probably Arabic is the hardest one
Or
for
really?
me. As far as phonetics are concerned, the hardest one.
And you still do?
Trickiest to sing is Hindi.
Oh, really?
Trickiest, yeah.
But you still did
Can't
it so
fake it.
well
Can't
today.
fake it. Indian classical music is something I take with huge reference, and I'm a total pro fan as far as Indian classical music is concerned. So I take it with huge reverence, and I want to get it right, at least in part, before the end of my days. In this life. In the next life, I would love to actually learn. I would love to learn jazz really properly,
Right.
not faking jazz, but really properly. And I would love to learn Indian classical music properly.
Wow.
So-
Wow, beautiful. Well, you love India, so you're getting there, and you've already started your journey, so I'm sure you'll get there. So next question, a country or culture that has deeply influenced your music?
Country or culture? India is going to be next. It already is.
Okay.
But so far, I would say, if I were to pick one country, I would say Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia. It's a very small country. It's a very unique country with very, very unique culture and unique music that sounds very distinct.
Wow.
Also, probably the entire region, I would say, Turkic, Mongol, the whole Central Asia, including Mongolia and Turkey, that whole neck of the woods. I think for me, that's the music that resonates the most deeply with me, and that's probably the music that has shaped my own musical aesthetics to a great extent.
Wow, beautiful. Okay, quick ones. What's in your travel bag at all times besides your cello?
Now I have a mosquito spray. It's been added, but other than that, I don't know, like my vitamins and supplements. That's what I can think of.
Wait. If your music were a city, what would it be?
I would say for now, no offense to Delhi, I would say Anatolia, Turkey.
Wow, I love that place. I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it magical?
It is.
It's a place that really connects you to antiquity, and at the same time, it's very modern. It's like almost like you're out of time, out of place.
The oldest hammam there, which was quite interesting. Yeah. Okay, the most magical audience you've ever played for? I would say this morning also, right?
Yes.
The kids.
That's true. You answered it for me. Absolutely.
Because I remember the expressions, they were like so mesmerized by you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. What's the most vagabond thing that you've ever done?
Vagabond right now this week in Delhi is probably the most vagabond thing, unless it gets topped off by my next adventure in Nepal in a couple of weeks. But so far, for sure, no.
Happy to be part of the adventure.
I've been doing Delhi on foot and on tuk-tuk for the last week, and it's been an incredible journey.
Right. If not a musician, what would you be?
Airline pilot.
Wow, excellent.
And a physician. If I could be all of those, physician, yes, and I would be a very non-traditional physician. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You are a non-traditional
a healer.
Okay. Wow.
I'd say I can't claim it. I'm not a healer, but my music does have some properties. I know it does because people write me and they say it does. No, it's not my claim. It's the testimony.
You're a doctor of a different kind.
But if I were not a musician, I would find other ways to help people.
Wow.
That I cannot do as a musician.
Wow.
Or maybe I can. I don't know. We'll find out.
Doing it up and there. I feel that healing energy for sure. Coffee, tea, or something else before a concert?
Coffee for now. I'm trying to change that. But that's my next resolution, to give up coffee.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Me too. I'm addicted to coffee. If you had a superpower for one day, what would it be? I think you already have superpowers.
Right. I'm in the process of kind of developing my superpower to. It's not at its fullest yet, but superpower, I would try to reach out to every single person and to let them know that they can live from a place of love and not from a place of pain. That's the biggest, I think that's the biggest discovery that every single person can have for themselves. I discovered it at some point in my life, and it absolutely changed my life in one day. I think it can change the entire world. And I think India is actually the only place so far in the whole world that I see people living from, functioning from the place of love, and not from the place of pain body.
Wow, that's so.
It's unbelievable. That's the reason why I do believe that everyone should come to India and spend here at least a week. I think especially people that for one or for any specific reason consider themselves underprivileged must come to India and spend a little bit of time here.
Yeah, it changes your whole.
Yeah, it changes absolutely your idea about perspective on life.
Yeah. Okay. What does oneness mean to you, and how do you practice in everyday life?
Meditation. You asked for one word answers. Meditation is my way of establishing oneness with the Creator, with the universe, and with absolutely everything that's here. Oneness through love and gratitude.
And you do meditation every day.
Absolutely, every single day.
Wow, excellent. And
And I
complete.
think I apologize for interrupting. I think meditation should be taught in kindergarten in every single country.
Wow, excellent.
That's if it was my superpower, I would make it official.
Official. Wow. Institutionalized meditation in everywhere. Okay, just complete the sentence. Cello will save the world because.
Because cello is liquid love.
Wow, beautiful. Cello chale.
It was inspired by my wanderings around Delhi in the last 2 days. I've visited several Krishna temple, and this is the music that I overheard in that temple that inspired me too.
Hamam purest, awakens, exam, Suhani chanirate hame sonye nahideti Suhani chanirate hame sonye nahideti Tuhare shizulfamin dil ke pur kirtete
At least 100 hours of your time and incredible effort and dedication to make it happen. Thank you so much again, Anika. And her wonderful team as well, and her wonderful family as well. So it's a lot of people who came together to make this happen, and this is an incredible example of how when people get together with a cause that anything can really be made possible. Thank you.
вернусь к тебе птицей поверь, продолжается книга за краем пустого листа. Это несложная тоска, я немного робею, я медленный воздух ловлю, я вернусь к тебе, слышишь? Не крылатый еще. Ягодка кружится стая, за небесным стеклом светает, светает. Скоро станет. On the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. Hallelujah, hallelujah.